When you try to impress people with words, the more you say, the more ordinary you appear. Even simple ideas seem powerful if expressed vaguely and confidently. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you talk, the higher the risk of saying something foolish. Alex was a rising star at a tech company. During a major investor meeting, he wanted to show how smart he was. He spoke for 20 minutes straight, explaining every minor detail of the project, hoping to impress. Investors listened politely, nodding occasionally, but their eyes glazed over. Some whispered to each other, some checked their watches. Alex didn't notice. Later, during a follow-up, a more senior colleague spoke briefly, summarizing the same points in just 2 minutes. He paused after key phrases, letting the weight of his words settle. Investors leaned forward, asked clarifying questions, and expressed enthusiasm for his leadership. Alex realized that by talking too much, he had undermined his credibility. He had revealed his insecurities, his desire to be liked, and even small mistakes that could have been left unsaid. In another example, a rising political consultant tried to win over a campaign manager by giving long-winded advice at a strategy meeting. He elaborated every possible angle, explained every historical precedent, and shared personal opinions that were not relevant. Instead of showing expertise, he appeared insecure and overly eager. The manager trusted someone quieter and more measured. The consultant missed the opportunity. He later reflected on the experience. I thought that by talking more, I'd be seen as competent. Instead, I revealed all the things I didn't know and gave the impression I was anxious. Contrast this with tech entrepreneur Maya. In meetings, she listened carefully, asking only clarifying questions and sharing brief, precise insights. When her team brainstormed ideas, she rarely interrupted. She allowed discussion to flow naturally but made small, well-timed comments that shifted the direction of the conversation subtly. Her calm, measured communication made her appear confident and in control. Her team respected her guidance and often deferred to her judgment without her having to assert authority overtly. Journalist Leo always keeps interviews short and focused. When he asks a question, he listens, he rarely interrupts. By saying less, he lets the other person reveal more, often information they didn't intend to share. In one high-profile interview, a CEO unknowingly revealed internal company challenges, providing Leo material that would make his report impactful. The CEO later realized that by trying to appear forthcoming, he had revealed strategic weaknesses. Henry Kissinger, the diplomat, was famous for asking one question: "Is this the best you can do?" Short, calm, precise, it forced others to refine their work. His silence made him powerful. Here's the modern takeaway. Words are currency. Spend too many and you lose influence. Speak less and you gain authority, mystery, and control. Saying less works in all areas: work, relationships, leadership. Your brief comments make people reveal more about themselves. They rush to fill the silence. You observe, you gain insight. Consider a negotiation between two companies over a partnership. One CEO dominates the conversation, explaining every detail, trying to persuade the other side. The other CEO listens, occasionally nodding, sometimes asking a single thoughtful question. The first CEO inadvertently discloses weaknesses in their plan, while the quieter CEO gains clarity, leverage, and respect. Power is often about appearances. When you say less than necessary, you appear greater than you are. Your silence makes others nervous. They try to fill the gaps with their own words, often revealing their weaknesses. Short answers and pauses give you insight and influence. Saying less works in remote work environments too. In emails, over-explaining dilutes authority. Clear, concise communication establishes professionalism and control. In Zoom meetings, allowing pauses after questions or leaving space for others to speak gives you insight into intentions, priorities, and potential weaknesses. But be careful. Silence is a tool, not a weapon. Sometimes you need to talk to distract, entertain, or mislead, like a strategic jester. In a marketing pitch, a salesperson might deliberately use humor or small talk to relax a client before presenting the offer. Speaking becomes strategic, not excessive. The key is balance. Control your words. Observe reactions. Let others expose themselves while you remain enigmatic. By saying less than necessary, you create mystery, authority, and influence. You reduce risk. You increase respect. Remember, words once spoken cannot be taken back. Master this and you master a core part of power, today and every day.